Welcome to our investigation of the 9 Stoic secrets that have the power to change your life. The ancient Greek philosophy of Stoicism shows us how to develop inner serenity, knowledge, and resilience. The tenets of Stoicism are more applicable than ever in the fast-paced world of today, providing useful skills for handling life's obstacles with poise and grace. We'll explore each of the 9 secrets in detail in this video, showing you how they may enhance decision-making, promote emotional stability, and help you manage stress. From appreciating the power of perception to accepting the idea of Amor Fati, every secret offers insightful information that may be used in real-world circumstances. By the time this video ends, you will have a better understanding of these Stoic ideas and know how to use them in your day-to-day activities. Adopting Stoicism can help you live a more balanced life and give you the ability to face difficulties head-on and with clarity. So let's go out on this adventure and discover the Stoics' wisdom together. 1. The perception power. Perception, according to Stoicism, is the prism through which we see the world, forming our reality and affecting our feelings. The Stoics held that our perceptions of events, rather than the events themselves, are what worry us. Understanding that we are able to modify our perceptions allows us to control our emotions and develop greater equilibrium in our thinking. For example, think of a difficult scenario at work. You may reframe it as a chance for learning and progress rather than seeing it as a setback. This change in perspective has the power to convert dissatisfaction into resilience and motivation. In addition, perception is a major factor in the decisions we make on a daily basis. When we have to make a tough decision, our perception of the possible possibilities might greatly influence what we do. We could be reluctant to take chances if we let our fear of failing consume us. On the other hand, seeing obstacles as opportunities to improve our abilities might help us make more assured and clear decisions. We give ourselves the ability to live more purposefully and with better clarity when we control our views. 2. Memento Mori. This Latin word, which means remember you must die, is a potent reminder of our passing. This idea, which has its roots in ancient philosophy, specifically Stoicism, invites people to consider how fleeting life is. It has been employed historically as a meditation technique to promote awareness and gratitude for the current moment. Realizing our own death inspires us to live completely and purposefully. By encouraging us to give priority to the things that are really important, this practice helps us build stronger relationships with our loved ones and follow our interests without delay. Acknowledging the fact that our life is limited frequently inspires us to live each day to the fullest. Numerous eminent personalities have adopted this ideology. For instance, the Roman Emperor Marcus Aurelius frequently used Memento Mori as a reminder in his writings to keep his attention on virtue and purpose. In a similar vein, contemporary figures such as Steve Jobs have discussed how their awareness of death spurred them to innovation and determination. We may develop a sense of urgency and thankfulness by incorporating Memento Mori into our daily activities, which will ultimately result in a more contented life. 3. The Dichotomy of Control. This essential Stoic idea makes a distinction between our controllable and uncontrollable actions. It is essential to comprehend this difference in order to develop inner calm and emotional resiliency. Through concentrating our efforts on factors that we can manage, including our attitudes, deeds, and reactions, we may overcome obstacles in life with more efficiency. Take a job interview, for instance. You have no influence over the interviewer's choices or the result, but you do have power over your preparedness, demeanor, and appearance. Focusing on items largely within your control lowers anxiety and improves your odds of success. A further real-world use is in partnerships. although you have no influence over other people's behavior, you do have power over your own responses and communication style. You may encourage healthier relationships and let go of resentment over things that are beyond of your control when you are aware of this. Thankfully, letting go of the things we cannot alter releases us from needless anxiety and sadness. Accepting the dichotomy of control gives us the ability to concentrate on what really matters, which results in a life that is more balanced and satisfying. 4. Amor Fati. This classic Stoic maxim, which translates to love of fate, exhorts us to accept our circumstances, no matter how difficult they may be. This idea suggests that we may turn challenges into chances for resilience and personal development if we embrace and accept our fate. Instead of fighting against the challenges life presents, we learn to view them as important teaching opportunities. Amor Fati has been demonstrated by several people in their life. For example, the renowned philosopher Friedrich Nietzsche promoted this way of thinking, arguing that accepting our challenges might result in significant personal growth. Similar to this, Helen Keller, who overcome great obstacles as a result of her disability, frequently discussed how her experiences influenced her outlook and strengthened her resolve to stand out for others. We may change our perspective to one of acceptance and thankfulness by embracing the Amor Fati concept. Rather than being seen as failures, life's obstacles serve as stepping stones to strength and insight. Accepting this idea inspires us to look for the good in every situation, which eventually results in a life that is richer and more satisfying. 5. The highest good is virtue. The idea that virtue is the ultimate good in Stoicism emphasizes how crucial morality is to leading a happy life. 4 cardinal qualities were recognized by the Stoics: temperance, wisdom, bravery, and justice. To make wise judgments, we need wisdom. To confront obstacles, we need bravery. To connect with others, we need justice. And to preserve balance and self-control, we need temperance. Living by these values results in a life that is more meaningful. Prioritizing virtue helps us live in accordance with our moral principles, which promotes inner tranquility and a feeling of direction. For example, exercising bravery may include standing up for what is right, even in the face of difficulty, while exercising wisdom could be acquiring information and insight before making judgments. Typical instances of good deeds include lending a hand to a neighbor in need, communicating honestly, or being nice to a complete stranger. We improve not just our personal well-being, but also the world around us when we incorporate these values into our everyday lives. In the end, leading an honorable and satisfying life is guided by the Stoic view that virtue is the ultimate good. 6. The practice of negative vision, using worst-case scenarios to get oneself ready for impending disaster. Negative vision is an effective Stoic method. By thinking through potential problems, we better prepare our minds to deal with them. As a result of practicing anticipating problems and responding with composure, we become more resilient. Furthermore, negative imagery is essential for cultivating gratitude for what we already have. When we imagine losing someone or something important in our life, we frequently come to understand just how significant those things actually are. This understanding makes us more appreciative and motivates us to treasure rather than take for granted the circumstances we are in right now. First, dedicate a short period of time each day for introspection in order to begin incorporating negative imagery into your routine. Take a seat in a quiet place and consider some areas of your life, such as your profession, health, or relationships, and consider situations in which they may be lost or changed. After completing this practice, turn your attention to thankfulness and list all of your blessings. You may develop a stronger appreciation for the now and increase your resilience for the future by routinely engaging in negative visualization exercises. 7. Premeditatio Malorum. The Stoic technique of premeditating evils or anticipated difficulties and calamities is thinking about future difficulties and mishaps before they happen. This method, which has its roots in ancient Stoic philosophy, helps people psychologically be ready for hardship so they can deal with life's uncertainties with more resilience and poise. Anticipating obstacles can greatly lessen our feelings of dread and worry. When we see potential challenges, we are better prepared to deal with them when they materialize. By taking the proactive stance, we may gain control over our emotions and behave intelligently as opposed to rashly. Mentally practicing how you could manage a stressful circumstance, such a tough discussion, or a significant life transition might help reduce emotions of dread. If you want to frequently practice Premeditatio Malorum, schedule some time each week for introspection. Examine your life in all its facets: job, relationships, health, and note any obstacles that may arise. Imagine how you would handle these circumstances, keeping your dignity and composure in mind. You may develop a readiness attitude by incorporating this strategy into your daily routine, which will ultimately result in a more robust and balanced existence. 8. Mindfulness in all that you do. Stoic ideals, which place a strong emphasis on awareness and purpose in our behavior, are closely related to mindfulness, which is the discipline of being totally present and involved in the moment. Stoicism encourages us to live in the now and acknowledges that our actions and ideas create the reality we encounter. We can improve our capacity to react intelligently as opposed to rashly by practicing mindfulness. Start by adding easy practices into your daily routine to begin practicing mindfulness in your duties. For example, during meals, give each mouthful some thought and focus on the flavors and sensations. As you stroll, take in the sights, sounds, and feelings of your feet hitting the earth. By paying attention to the motions and sensations involved, even seemingly uninteresting jobs like folding laundry or cleaning dishes may be transformed into chances for mindfulness. A more fulfilled life can result from encouraging viewers to be purposeful and present in their behaviors. By adopting mindfulness, we not only increase our awareness, but also develop gratitude for the little things that frequently go undetected. By transforming our everyday experiences, this practice can help us live more purposefully and with clarity. Eudaimonia, which translates to flourishing or the good life, is a fundamental idea in Stoicism that symbolizes the ultimate purpose of human existence. Eudaimonia, as used in Stoic philosophy, is a state of well-being attained by leading a morally and rationally upright life. It highlights how important it is to live a life that is purposeful and fulfilling by ensuring that our actions are in line with our beliefs. Eudaimonia is inextricably related to leading a moral life. The Stoics held that developing qualities like wisdom, bravery, justice, and temperance is the path to genuine happiness rather than focusing on material belongings or transient pleasures. By living up to these ideals, we develop a solid moral foundation that directs our choices and relationships and eventually points us in the direction of a more fulfilling life. It is necessary to consider one's own ideals and goals in order to inspire viewers to follow their own route to eudaimonia. Every person's journey is distinct, molded by their decisions and experiences. We may all work toward eudaimonia by committing to a life of virtue and self-improvement, building a life that not only makes us happy, but also positively impacts the world around us. In summary, this video delves into the 9 Stoic secrets that have the potential to significantly alter your life. We talked about the importance of ideas like perception, the Dichotomy of Control, and Memento Mori, all of which offer useful resources for overcoming obstacles with fortitude and clarity. Every secret guides us in the direction of a more contented and balanced life by highlighting the value of virtue, awareness, and acceptance. We invite you to put these ideas into practice in your day-to-day activities as you consider them. You may develop a stronger feeling of purpose and well-being by incorporating these Stoic concepts, whether it's through negative visualization exercises or accepting Amor Fati. Never forget that every little step matters on the never-ending path toward personal improvement. If you like this video and want to see more on Stoicism and personal growth, please think about subscribing to our channel. Remember to like and share this video with loved ones if you think they may use these timeless lessons. Together, let's set off on a path of introspection and resiliency as we apply the Stoics' wisdom to our contemporary situations. I appreciate you seeing